What if the most profound truth about who you are meant to be, your fundamental purpose on this planet, is encoded in the very blood that gives you life? We're taught to see our blood as a biological category, a scientific tag based on proteins, vital for medicine and genetics. You likely know the common groupings O, A, B and AB. Science has, in its brilliance, identified hundreds of other antigens, revealing a staggering complexity. Yet for most of us it remains a line item on a medical report. But what if that's just the first page of a much deeper story? What if a different kind of knowledge, one nurtured in the silence of ancient traditions, holds the key? What if your blood type is more than a medical classification? What if it's a spiritual blueprint, a karmic signature your soul chose for this lifetime, outlining the precise mission you are here to accomplish? Hear me out, because we are about to learn the language of this sacred map, according to the wisdom of my tradition. This is not a rejection of science, it is a profound addition to it, a layer of meaning that science was never designed to explore. What you are about to discover might just recontextualize your entire life and illuminate the path that has been waiting for you all this time. In the high solitude of the mountains, where the world fades and the spirit clarifies, we have long studied the fabric of being. My teachings are not based on fantasy, but on finding the sacred within the real. I teach that all things, from the orbits of stars to the rhythm of your own pulse, originate from a singular, conscious source. This is a truth that resonates in the heart of Buddhism, Taoism, and our most enduring spiritual inquiries. From this perspective, there are no coincidences. The color of your eyes, the map on your hand, and yes, your blood type, are all energetic imprints, clues pointing to your unique vibration within that source. I would never advise you to dismiss medical facts. I see science as a valid and powerful way of knowing, but I ask you to consider another lens, one that views your blood not as a mere fluid, but as the river of your soul flowing within you. This river carries more than cells and nutrients. It carries ancestral memory, latent potential, and a direct current to the energy of the cosmos. This perspective invites us to use our blood type as a framework for unlocking our potential. It is not a deterministic prison, but a symbolic guide. In the psychological work of Carl Jung, blood is a primal archetype, representing life force, lineage, and our deepest, most instinctual self. This knowledge is not meant to put you in a box, but to set you free. It is a guide, not a judgment. My tradition is about the interplay between design and choice. Your blood type may be the design, your inherent strengths and karmic lessons, but your free will is your choice, the power to use that guide with intention. Before we explore the meaning of each archetype, hold this one truth above all: you are the sole author of your life's story. This wisdom is simply a light on the raw materials you were given. I teach that the 4 primary blood archetypes correspond to 4 distinct spiritual vocations. Each vocation has its own divine purpose, its unique strengths, and its own profound learning curves. This is the curriculum your soul chose to master, to evolve, and to contribute its irreplaceable sound to the orchestra of reality. Identify your type, listen with an open spirit, and see if you can feel the resonance of your soul's calling. We start with type O, which is often considered the original bloodline. While the scientific history of blood is a fascinating field, in many spiritual frameworks, type O embodies the energy of origin of the source itself. Its archetype is the pioneer, not just a fighter in conflict, but a spiritual trailblazer and initiator, the one who brings the first fire. The energetic signature of type O is direct, focused and potent. It's the energy of confident action, directed will, and a resilience that is nearly unbreakable. If you are type O, you carry the frequency of the leader, the protector, and the founder. You are plugged into the raw, foundational power of the earth. You have a core instinct to not just survive, but to create and to forge a way where none exists. A deep-seated self-reliance defines your spirit, an inner certainty that can appear absolute. Your internal compass points toward action. How do we achieve this? What is the most effective path? You are here to manifest. A type O spiritual mission is to act as a conduit for pure, creative energy. Your purpose is to take grand visions and anchor them in the material world. You are the builders of new structures, the guardians of the community, and the calm center that leads others through chaos. You are here to show humanity its own capacity for strength and its power to overcome any obstacle. Your path is not one of quiet reflection, it is one of dynamic interaction with life. You learn by doing, by creating, by taking charge. Your soul selected this path to learn about responsible power and courageous creation. Your gifts are many. You possess tremendous physical and mental fortitude. Your focus is like a battering ram, able to break through distractions and pursue your aims with a singular drive. You are a natural leader, and others are often drawn to your aura of capability. You tend to be generous, optimistic, and direct, often becoming the bedrock for your family or organization. Your greatest asset is your direct connection to that primary life force, which gives you the courage to take risks that would paralyze others. But the pioneer's journey has its pitfalls. The same energy that builds can also dominate. That self-reliance can morph into a stubborn pride. Your focused drive can become a refusal to consider other perspectives. You may find vulnerability difficult, misinterpreting it as a failing. The shadow of the pioneer is the autocrat, the one who controls rather than inspires. Type O souls are often tasked with the critical lesson of humility. You must realize that true power is not about never stumbling, it is about getting up each time with greater awareness. Your most significant spiritual challenge is to wield your strength with compassion and to embrace the power of true collaboration. Practice releasing the outcome. Your pioneer spirit can become fixated on the goal. Find fulfillment in the effort itself, in the striving and the creating. Engage in physical practices that ground you in your body, not as an instrument to be used, but as a sacred vessel. Meditate not on your next conquest, but on the universal source of your strength. Your purpose is not merely to succeed, but to be an expression of the creative will of the universe. Learn to receive as much as you give. Find power in stillness, not just in momentum. Next is Type A. If Type O is the primal energy that clears the forest, Type A is the patient hand that plants the garden. This is the archetype of the weaver, the harmonizer, the keeper of the hearth. Where Type O creates the path, Type A makes it livable and builds the culture upon it. The energy of Type A is stable, patient, and oriented toward cohesion. It is the energy of structure, social grace, and service. If you are Type A, your nature is one of conscientious care. You are the scaffolding that allows society to build and thrive. You find comfort in reliability, see meaning in consistency, and feel a deep purpose in contributing to the collective well-being. Your mind has a natural gift for organization, and you excel at creating systems that promote security and cooperation. You are sensitive, perceptive, and acutely attuned to the emotions of others. Your inner world is orderly, and you strive to make the external world a reflection of that inner peace. The spiritual mission for a Type A soul is to weave harmony into a fragmented world. Your purpose is to build and sustain stable, nurturing structures. Whether that is a family, a business, or a community project, you are here to teach the world the power of patience, reliability, and cooperative effort. Your soul chose this path to master the art of peaceful creation and to learn the lessons of selfless service. In a culture that often glorifies disruption, your sacred role is to create sanctuaries of order and to remind us that all meaningful growth requires deep roots. Your gifts are the very bedrock of civilization. You are profoundly dependable and dutiful. A promise made is a promise kept. Your meticulous attention to detail is unparalleled, making you an exceptional craftsman, planner, or artist. You are a steadfast friend, a dedicated partner, and a pillar of any group you join. Your greatest gift is your ability to express love through sustained, tangible action. You don't just speak of a better world, you wake up every day and patiently build it. The weaver's greatest challenge is their relationship with uncertainty. The love of order can become a prison of perfectionism. The need for harmony can breed a deep-seated resistance to conflict or unexpected change. The shadow of the weaver is the warrior, tense, anxious, and fearful of the natural, messy unfolding of life. You might suppress your own needs to maintain peace, leading to an inner tension that can manifest as physical illness. Your spiritual test is to learn to find peace within imperfection and to trust the flow of life, even when it deviates from your well-laid plans. I guide the Type A soul toward finding freedom within their own structures. A beautiful vase is for holding water. I often teach, not for controlling the river. Build your elegant systems, and then trust life to flow through them. Practice mindfulness to soothe the anxious mind. Learn to view change not as a threat, but as a new pattern to be woven. Your challenge is to construct a vessel of order, but not to fear the wild spirit of life that it is meant to contain. Schedule time for aimless joy, for activities with no purpose other than delight. Your role is to be a gardener for humanity, but every master gardener knows that some of the most stunning beauty comes from the wildflowers you didn't plant. Now we explore Type B. If Type A is the established village, Type B is the catalyst who travels between them, carrying novel seeds, unconventional wisdom, and a spark of beautiful disruption. This is the archetype of the explorer, the visionary, the free spirit with a mission. The energy of Type B is adaptive, imaginative, and radically independent. It is the energy of freedom, curiosity, and heartfelt passion. If you are a Type B, you do not fit into neat boxes. You were not designed to follow the map, you are here to draw a new one. You are guided by your intuition and your passions far more than by external rules. Your mind is a lightning storm of connections, constantly seeing possibilities that others overlook. You are resilient, optimistic, and emotionally expressive. You feel suffocated by rigid systems and repetitive routines, and you flourish in environments that value spontaneity. The spiritual mission of a Type B soul is to be a source of innovation and a champion of authenticity. Your purpose is to question outdated structures, dismantle rigid dogmas, and remind the world that there are infinite ways to lead a purposeful life. You are the artist, the entrepreneur, the shaman who bridges worlds and cross-pollinates ideas. Your soul chose this path to learn how to honor its own internal compass, even in the face of resistance. You are here to live with such unapologetic truth that you liberate others to do the same. Your gifts are the cure for stagnation. Your creativity is your defining power. You see pathways where others see walls. You are remarkably adaptable and can make a home for yourself almost anywhere. Your enthusiasm is infectious, inspiring others to pursue their own unconventional dreams. You are also deeply empathetic, able to grasp different perspectives with ease. Your greatest gift is your non-linear mind, which allows you to tap into realms of insight that are inaccessible to more structured thinkers. You are the innovator, the visionary, the breath of fresh air this world so often needs. The explorer's path can be isolating. Your fierce need for independence can sometimes make it challenging to form deep, enduring bonds. Your passion, when undisciplined, can lead to 100 brilliant beginnings with no follow-through, your energy scattered like seeds in the wind. The shadow of the explorer is the drifter. You might be perceived as erratic or irresponsible because your priorities are so fundamentally different from the norm. Your greatest spiritual test is to learn the difference between true freedom and simple avoidance. It's about learning to focus your wild energy toward a meaningful purpose without extinguishing the flame. I advise the Type B soul to practice intentionality. I would never ask you to be less free, but to bring purpose to your explorations. A wild horse is a beautiful thing, I say, but its power is only harnessed when you learn to ride it. Meditate on your deepest values to identify the 1 or 2 core passions that are your true north. This becomes your anchor. Engage in practices that require both imagination and focus, like learning a musical instrument or a complex craft. This teaches you how to bring your brilliant visions into form. Your purpose isn't to conform, but you must learn how to build a bridge to the very world you seek to change. Finally, we address the most modern archetype, Type AB. I describe this type not as a mere blend of A and B, but as a new creation, a synthesis of opposites. This is the archetype of the alchemist, the reconciler, the diplomat of the soul. The energy of Type AB is chameleon-like, compassionate and inherently spiritual. It is the energy of integration, profound empathy and enigma. If you are Type AB, you are a living paradox. You contain the structured, service-oriented nature of A existing alongside the free-form, individualistic creativity of B. You can be highly social one moment and a recluse the next. You are both analytical and profoundly intuitive. This can make you seem complex or unpredictable, but for you, it is simply your state of being. You are a natural integrator, able to connect with a vast range of people with genuine understanding. The spiritual mission of a Type AB soul is to be a living embodiment of unity. Your purpose is to heal separation and show humanity a more integrated path forward. You are the mediator who can genuinely feel both sides of a conflict, the spiritual counselor who walks comfortably between the seen and unseen worlds, the creator who fuses logic and passion into a single work of art. Your soul chose this deeply complex journey to master the art of alchemy, transmuting discord into harmony. This is a direct reflection of the Jungian concept of the union of opposites, the ultimate path to psychological and spiritual wholeness. Your gifts are both rare and essential. Your greatest power is your empathy. You don't just understand people, you can almost inhabit their emotional state, which makes you an extraordinary healer, friend, and guide. You are uniquely adaptable, possessing the organizational skills of A and the innovative flexibility of B. You are often well liked and respected, even if others feel they can never fully grasp you. You are a holistic thinker, able to solve problems with a synthesis of logic and creativity that yields brilliant, unexpected solutions. You are a natural peacemaker, capable of diffusing tension and creating consensus where others see only division. The alchemist's path is perhaps the most internally demanding. Living with this constant duality can be draining. You can be paralyzed by indecision because you can argue every side of an issue with equal conviction. You might feel as if you don't truly belong to any single group. The shadow of the alchemist is feeling fragmented or being perceived as inconsistent because you reveal different facets of yourself to different people. Your spiritual test is to integrate your many selves into a coherent, authentic whole. It is the journey of accepting your paradoxical nature not as a weakness, but as your defining strength. I guide the Type AB soul on the path of radical self-celebration. Stop trying to choose one part of yourself over another. Instead, learn to harmonize them. You are not a contradiction. I would tell you, you are a bridge. Meditation is essential for you, as it helps you find the quiet center within your own complexity. Spend time in nature to ground your multifaceted energy. Your purpose involves service, but you must be vigilant not to become an emotional sponge, absorbing everyone's pain until you are depleted. Cultivate strong energetic boundaries. Your mission is not to fix everyone's problems, but to embody the living potential of peace. You are the proof that logic and intuition, community and individuality can coexist in a beautiful, functional harmony. You have heard the wisdom of the four missions: the pioneer, the weaver, the explorer, the alchemist. You may recognize yourself clearly in one, or you may find aspects of your journey in them all. Hold this above everything else. Your blood provides the theme, but it is your consciousness that writes the music. The guide is not the journey itself. It is a starting point, a key, a compassionate reminder from the cosmos about the sacred promise you made to yourself. We must all connect to the source from which our lives pour forth. Whether your inner river is a powerful pioneer's current or a gentle weaver's stream, it all returns to the same vast ocean of being. The purpose of this wisdom is not to sort us into separate containers. It is to achieve the exact opposite. It is to grant you a deeper respect for your own unique design and a true, heartfelt compassion for the very different designs of others. The pioneer needs the weaver's stability. The weaver needs the explorer's new vision. We are all organs in one body, all members of one human family. Now, this knowledge becomes a mirror for you. Take a quiet breath, look inward, reflect on the life you have lived, the hurdles you have faced, and the innate gifts that flow through you with ease. What is your blood type? If this wisdom struck a chord in your spirit, share it in the space below. And don't just share a label, share a recognition. Did a particular strength or challenge feel profoundly true? We are not defined by these archetypes, but by sharing our experiences with them, we illuminate the magnificent, intricate pattern of the human spirit. Your experience is an essential part of that pattern. The journey to know yourself is the only pilgrimage that truly matters. It is the great work of our lives. The blood pulsing in your veins right now is doing more than sustaining your body. It is carrying a timeless summons, an invitation to live with greater awareness, to love with greater depth, and to step into the singular, magnificent purpose that is yours and yours alone. Listen to its quiet current. The way forward is already within you.